Hold on to your seats because the drama just reached a boiling point no one saw coming. Chrisean Rock already under constant fire from the media, trolls, and her own chaotic circle. It's now turned her rage directly at Jaidyn Alexis, and the warning she just dropped has fans losing their minds. It all started after Jaidyn clowned her publicly, mocking Chrisean in front of millions, laughing at her tears, and throwing shade at her struggles. But what Jaidyn didn't expect was for Chrisean to clap back with a warning so cold, so raw, that it sent shockwaves through social media. Witnesses claim Chrisean's voice shook with fury as she spoke, her eyes filled with tears and rage, telling Jaidyn in no uncertain terms, "You think this is funny? Keep playing and you'll see what happens." Fans swear the look on her face wasn't just anger, it was pain, betrayal, and pure warning wrapped into one. Twitter exploded within minutes. One user tweeted, "Jaidyn really poked the bear. Chrisean ain't one to play with." Another screamed, "This is about to get you GLY. Protect baby Junior at all costs." And here's the kicker. Insiders are whispering that Chrisean's warning wasn't just words. She's allegedly preparing to drop receipts on Jaidyn that could flip the entire narrative. If true, this feud is about to turn nuclear. But before we get into Chrisean's warning and what she's threatening to reveal, we need to rewind. Because the history between Chrisean Rock and Jaidyn Alexis, it's been brewing for years, and this latest blow-up was inevitable. To understand why Chrisean Rock's warning to Jaidyn Alexis has the internet on fire, you have to go way back into the messy, toxic, and tangled web that ties these two women together. Because this isn't just a random clash. This is a war years in the making, rooted in betrayal, jealousy, and one man who has been the spark to every flame Blueface from the beginning. Jaidyn Alexis has been Blueface's longtime on-and-off partner, the mother of his children, and the woman who endured his chaos long before Chrisean ever entered the picture. But when Chrisean came crashing into Blueface's world with her fiery personality, raw talent, and unapologetic energy, everything shifted. Suddenly, Jaidyn wasn't the only woman in Blueface's orbit, and fans could see the tension bubbling instantly. What started as subtle shade online grew into all-out verbal warfare. Jaidyn would throw jabs on Instagram Lives, mocking Chrisean's behavior, her fights, and even her tears. Chrisean, never one to back down, would fire back with her own brutal words, promising that no one could replace her in Blueface's life. Fans quickly picked sides. Team Jaidyn versus Team Chrisean became one of the most toxic battle lines in hip-hop gossip culture. But what made this rivalry so explosive wasn't just jealousy over Blueface. It was the constant cycle of humiliation and survival. Whenever Chrisean stumbled, whether it was viral videos of her crying in public, her fights caught on camera, or her struggles as a new mother, Jaidyn was there, front row, clowning her like it was sport. And each time fans would scream, "Why does she hate her so much?" Insiders say the resentment runs deeper. For Jaidyn, Chrisean represented everything she lost: attention, spotlight, and even her hold on Blueface. For Chrisean, Jaidyn was a symbol of the world refusing to let her move on, always dragging her back into the chaos with Blueface's past. And then came baby Junior. The birth of Chrisean's son shifted the stakes dramatically. Suddenly, it wasn't just about love triangles, petty insults, or internet shade. It was about family, motherhood, and legacy. And Jaidyn clowning Chrisean after everything she's endured as a mother. That was the final straw. Social media receipts show that Jaidyn recently went live, laughing with friends, making sly comments about Chrisean's meltdowns and her parenting skills. Fans clipped the video instantly, spreading it across TikTok and Twitter. "She thinks being loud is being a mom," Jaidyn allegedly sneered. The clip racked up millions of views within hours. The internet dragged Jaidyn for it. Comments exploded. "This is low, even for her." Another viral tweet said, "Clowning a woman who's struggling with motherhood." Nah, Jaidyn crossed the line, but others defended her, saying she was simply telling the truth. The divide grew wider, and then came Chrisean's response. No staged clapback. No mocking video. Just a raw, emotional warning. Sources close to her say she was shaking with anger, her voice cracking as she told Jaidyn directly, "You don't know what you just started. Keep my name out your mouth and keep my baby out your jokes. This won't end how you think." The warning hit like a bullet. It wasn't just about pride anymore. It was about protecting her child. And the internet felt the shift instantly. Fans tweeted, "That wasn't a threat. That was a promise." But here's where it gets even messier. Insiders whisper that Chrisean has receipts, evidence that could expose Jaidyn in ways that would flip this feud upside down. Some say it's screenshots. Others say it's videos. Whatever it is, Chrisean is allegedly sitting on it, waiting for the perfect moment to unleash. And that's why her warning carries so much weight. Because if Chrisean decides to pull the trigger on these receipts, Jaidyn's mockery won't just backfire. It could blow her entire image to pieces. So how did this feud escalate from insults to all-out war? What did Jaidyn do that pushed Chrisean to the edge? And what exactly is Chrisean threatening to reveal? That's where the first major twist comes in, and it's worse than anyone expected. The internet thought it had seen every flavor of drama between Chrisean Rock and Jaidyn Alexis, but nothing. Not the fights, not the shade, not the years of Blueface fueled. Chaos prepared fans for what unfolded the night Jaidyn went live and decided to clown Chrisean in front of the world. It started as a casual Instagram live. Jaidyn sat, surrounded by friends, sipping, laughing, scrolling through comments. At first it was harmless banter. Then someone in the chat dropped Chrisean's name. That's when everything shifted. With a smirk, Jaidyn leaned closer to the camera. "Y'all still worried about her? Please, she'll stay crying online. She stay embarrassing herself. That ain't no mom, that's a mess." The room of friends erupted in laughter. One of them added fuel, mocking Chrisean's emotional lives. "All she do is cry and scream. Like, that's gonna raise a baby." Jaidyn laughed harder, clapping her hands like she was watching a comedy show. The clip went viral instantly. Fans clipped it, reposted it, slowed it down, added captions like "Jaidyn clowns Chrisean," and spread it across Twitter and TikTok. Within hours, hashtags like #JAIDYN clowns, ChrisEan, and #ProtectBabyJR trended globally. The reactions were explosive. Some fans sided with Jaidyn, arguing she was just telling the truth. Others were furious, calling her comments cruel, heartless, and disgusting. One viral tweet read, "Mocking a woman's struggles as a mother is evil. Jaidyn crossed the line." Another, "She jealous, period. Chrisean ain't perfect, but she don't deserve this." But while fans debated online, Chrisean herself saw the clip, and according to insiders, the moment she did, she snapped. Witnesses say she broke down in tears first, then stormed around the room, her voice trembling with rage. One insider claimed she was pacing, crying, then suddenly she went quiet. That's when she said she'd think this funny. Watch what happens next. Later that night, Chrisean went live herself. Her face was red, her eyes swollen from crying, but her voice ice cold. She stared straight into the camera and said, "Jaidyn, you think this a game? Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my baby out your mouth. You don't know what storm you just called on yourself?" Fans flooded the comments in shock. Some typed, "Oh, it's on now." Others begged, "Please, don't let this get uglier," but the damage was done. That single warning shook the internet more than Jaidyn's entire life. And then came the first twist. The one no one saw coming, because hours after Chrisean's warning, leaked screenshots started surfacing. Screenshots allegedly between Jaidyn and a friend, where she not only clowned Chrisean, but also bragged about having dirt on her. One message read, "I got stuff that'll make her look even worse. She wanna cry? I'll make sure the whole world laughs." Another, "She not even raising that baby like she says. I know what's really going on." The screenshots spread like wildfire. Fans gasped. Was Jaidyn just clowning? Or was she sitting on actual receipts that could damage Chrisean's reputation as a mother? TikTok blew up with theory videos. Some creators claimed Jaidyn was bluffing, trying to stir the pot. Others swore she must have insider info, maybe even from Blueface himself. One viral TikTok racked up millions of views with the caption, "If Jaidyn got proof, this feud about to turn nuclear." But here's where it gets messier. According to insiders close to Chrisean, she wasn't just hurt, she was furious. Not only because of the public clowning, but because of what those screenshots implied. If Jaidyn really had dirt on her, it could jeopardize everything: her reputation, her career, and most importantly, her custody of baby Junior. That's when Chrisean's warning took on a whole new weight. Because she wasn't just threatening to clap back with words. She was hinting she had her own receipts, proof that could shatter Jaidyn's clean girl image and flip the narrative completely. Insiders claim Chrisean's team already has files, screenshots, voice notes, even videos of Jaidyn in compromising situations. Some involving Blueface, some involving other men, some involving nights out that Jaidyn would do anything to keep buried. And here's the cliffhanger. One insider whispered that Chrisean is waiting for Jaidyn to push one step further. She's holding the bomb. If Jaidyn goes too far, she's dropping it. And if she drops it, it's over for Jaidyn. The tension is unbearable. Fans are stuck in the middle, wondering who has the bigger bombshell. Is Jaidyn bluffing, or is she armed with real dirt? Is Chrisean truly ready to scorch the earth to protect her name and her baby? The feud has gone beyond petty shade. It's turned into a high-stakes game of receipts versus receipts. And the first twist has made one thing clear. Somebody's reputation is about to be destroyed. But the escalation doesn't stop here. Because the shocking reveal that comes next. It doesn't just pit Chrisean against Jaidyn. It drags Blueface, the industry, and the entire fan base into the firestorm. The warning had already sent shockwaves through the internet. But what came next? It escalated the feud from personal shade into an all-out industry scandal. After Chrisean's chilling warning to Jaidyn, fans expected silence. Maybe Jaidyn would back down. Maybe she'd let the moment pass. But instead, she doubled down. Within 24 hours, Jaidyn went live again, smirking, sipping, surrounded by her friends. And this time, she didn't just clown Chrisean. She went straight for the jugular. With a sly smile, Jaidyn looked into the camera and said, "She want to warn me? Please, she better warn herself. Y'all don't even know the half of it. If I really start talking, it's over for her." The clip detonated across Twitter. Within minutes, hashtags like numbered JaidynAn310screes and hashtag receipts coming exploded. Fans flooded her comments begging her to spill. Some taunted her, "Drop the proof or shut up." Others screamed, "Do it. Expose her once and for all." And then came the first shocking reveal. Screenshots began to circulate allegedly from Jaidyn's private messages, showing her, claiming she had recordings of Chrisean behind the scenes, voice notes, videos, things she swore would prove Chrisean wasn't the devoted mom she claimed to be. One leaked message read, "She wanna play victim. Lol, wait till they hear how she really talks about that baby when the cameras are off." The internet lost its collective mind. TikTok detectives dissected every detail, running voice analysis theories, speculating if Jaidyn truly had recordings or if this was just a bluff. YouTube commentators uploaded emergency live streams with titles like, "Did Jaidyn just threaten to end Chrisean's career?" But that wasn't the only escalation. Because in the middle of the madness, Blueface himself stepped into the fire. Late that night, Blueface tweeted a cryptic message. "Both of y'all need to chill, but one of y'all lying more than the other." The tweet had no names, no context, but fans instantly assumed it was about Chrisean and Jaidyn. Theories went wild. Was he siding with Jaidyn? Was he warning Chrisean? Or was he just stirring the pot for attention? Whatever his intention, the damage was done. The comment section erupted. He always gaslighting another. Of course, he's siding with Jaidyn. He'd been messy since day one. But here's where things got nuclear. Hours later, a blog posted what they claimed was exclusive insider info. Jaidyn wasn't acting alone. She was allegedly being fed information by Blueface's family. The blog dropped photos of Jaidyn meeting with Carlissa, Blueface's mother, outside a restaurant. The headline screamed alliance. Jaidyn and Carlissa team up against Chrisean. Fans couldn't believe it. Theories spread instantly. This is a setup. They want to break her. It's all about baby Junior. They trying to snatch him away. And just when the speculation couldn't get louder, the second shocking reveal dropped a leaked audio clip. In the grainy recording, a woman's voice, alleged to be Jaidyn, could be heard saying, "She not ready for motherhood. I see it. Everyone sees it. She unstable. And if she'll keep coming for me, I'll make sure the world sees it too." The clip went viral instantly. TikTok edits layered it over clips of Chrisean crying, making the feud look like a documentary in real time. Twitter went feral. She really plotting against her. Another viral post screamed, "This ain't shade anymore. This is character assassination." Meanwhile, Chrisean stayed quiet for hours, but insiders leaked that she was furious. One source whispered, "She's gathering her own receipts, and when she drops them, it's going to make Jaidyn wish she never opened her mouth." And that's where the stakes skyrocketed. Because according to those insiders, Chrisean's receipts weren't just petty screenshots. They allegedly involved Jaidyn's private life, her dealings, and even messy connections in the industry. The internet braced itself. Fans started posting memes of nuclear bombs with captions like Chrisean loading her receipts. Others begged, "Please don't let this destroy both of them. Think about the kids." But the energy was clear. This wasn't just a feud anymore. It was an information war. Both women holding weapons, both ready to detonate, and the cliffhanger. Rumors spread that Chrisean had already contacted a major platform, possibly a podcast, possibly a sit-down interview where she planned to unload everything about Jaidyn, if true. The next reveal wouldn't just drag Jaidyn. It would drag Blueface's family, and maybe even the industry players who've been quietly pulling strings. The warning had turned into a threat. The threat had turned into receipts. And the receipts, they were about to blow the roof off this feud. The second Jaidyn's leaked audio clip hit the internet, the reaction was immediate and explosive. Social media turned into a battlefield, with hashtags like #TeamChrisEan, #TeamJaidyn, and #BabyJunior caught in the middle, all trending simultaneously. It wasn't just a feud anymore, it was a cultural event, and everyone had an opinion. Twitter threads ran miles long. One fan tweeted, "Jaidyn really sat there and plotted to paint Chrisean as unfit. That's evil." It racked up over 200,000 likes in hours. Another post countered, "Y'all blind. Jaidyn telling the truth. Someone had to say it." That one was just as viral. The fan base had split down the middle, and neither side was backing down. On TikTok, creators churned out videos reenacting the feud. Some dressing up as Chrisean screaming into the camera. Others as Jaidyn smirking and whispering into a phone. The #hashtag receipts war alone collected tens of millions of views in less than 24 hours. But the celebrity reactions? That's where things really blew up. Cardi B, never shy, reposted a clip of Chrisean's warning with the caption, "Some PPL forget. That girl been through it. Careful what storm you call." Fans immediately declared Cardi was Team Chrisean. Tamar Braxton went live, shaking her head. "These kids in the middle of grown woman drama. It's breaking my heart. But baby, if Chrisean got receipts, Lord, Jaidyn better brace herself." Even Summer Walker chimed in, posting a cryptic Instagram story. "Family, love, kids. Don't play with that." Double quotes fans flooded her comments, begging her to spill if she knew more. But it wasn't all support. DJ Academics fanned the flames, posting LMAO receipts versus receipts. They both messy. Blueface the real winner sitting back watching. His post sparked a war in the comments, minus 70,000 replies. Fans dragging him, some agreeing, others screaming that he was making light of a serious situation. And then the industry voices started. One unnamed producer told a gossip blog, "This feud is bigger than music now. It's about who controls the narrative." If Chrisean drops what we've heard she's holding, it'll destroy more than Jaidyn. It could expose Blueface's entire circle. The mainstream media couldn't resist either. TMZ splashed the headline: Jaidyn threatens to expose Chrisean custody war looms. Rolling Stone published an op-ed titled Receipts, Reputations, and Reality TV, the weaponization of clout. Morning talk shows debated whether Jaidyn's comments were concern or cruelty, turning the feud into breakfast television. Meanwhile, outside the headlines, the fan wars reached new heights. Instagram lives turned into screaming matches between fan accounts. One supporter of Jaidyn shouted, "Chrisean is unstable, period. Jaidyn's just saying what everyone sees." Another fired back, "Nah, sis, mocking a mother in pain ain't truth. That's jealousy. That's evil." Screenshots of these fights circulated, fueling even more division. The backlash even spilled into real life. Paparazzi caught fans chanting Team Chrisean outside a Los Angeles club where Jaidyn was rumored to be partying. Hours later, videos surfaced of people yelling Jaidyn's receipts at a venue where Chrisean was spotted. The feud had become street-level chaos, and then came the brand fallout. Allegedly, a boutique that recently partnered with Jaidyn quietly pulled her promo posts from Instagram after the leaked audio clip. Insiders whispered, they don't want the heat. The backlash is too much. Meanwhile, Chrisean supporters flooded her merch store with orders, proudly posting screenshots with captions like "Support the Real." But the most jaw-dropping reaction came from someone unexpected: Blueface's own mother, Carlisa. She went live, laughing as fans bombarded her with questions. "Y'all acting like this new? I've been saying Chrisean wasn't ready for no baby. Jaidyn just telling the truth." That Liv poured gasoline on the fire. Fans went ballistic. Carlisa plotting with Jaidyn confirmed. Others screamed, "This family toxic on a whole new level," and in the middle of this storm, Chrisean finally broke her silence. She posted a single cryptic tweet: "Y'all gone see who the clown really is?" TikTok. The tweet racked up millions of impressions within hours. Fans interpreted it as a promise. Chrisean wasn't done. She was about to clap back harder than anyone expected. And that's where the cliffhanger looms. Because insiders claim she's preparing a bombshell drop. Evidence so explosive, it could not only end Jaidyn's credibility, but drag Blueface and his entire family into the fire. The world is waiting. The fans are split. The celebrities are circling. And the next move. It could decide the winner of this receipts war once and for all. The online firestorm was already out of control. But just when fans all thought they'd seen every angle of the Chrisean versus Jaidyn saga, the ground shook again. Because behind the cryptic tweet TikTok Chrisean posted, insiders say she wasn't bluffing. She was preparing a bombshell, according to multiple whispers. Chrisean has been sitting on a folder, a digital archive of screenshots, videos and voice notes that allegedly exposed Jaidyn in ways nobody saw coming. One insider claimed she's been quiet because she's loading ammo. If Jaidyn drops her so-called receipts, Chrisean is ready to go nuclear. And here's the part that froze the fan base. The folder allegedly contains receipts tying Jaidyn to industry figures, side relationships, and backdoor deals. Not just petty shade, career-damaging, image-shattering receipts. One rumor pointed to a voice note where Jaidyn, allegedly drunk, admitted, "I don't care about none of this. I just want her to lose." That baby ain't even the point, if true. That alone would flip the narrative instantly, painting Jaidyn not as a protector, but as someone obsessed with destroying Chrisean at any cost. But the real shocker? Some insiders swear Chrisean's folder also has Blueface receipts, screenshots and clips of conversations where he badmouthed both women, playing them against each other. If those ever surface, it wouldn't just expose Jaidyn, it would drag Blueface straight into the pit, destroying the fragile control he still clings to in this messy triangle. And that's not all. The final twist came from a blog leak claiming Chrisean has already booked a sit-down interview. Not a random IG Live, a professional, televised-style interview where she's allegedly planning to lay everything out. The betrayal, the threats, the receipts. If true, Jaidyn won't just be dealing with social media shade. She'll be battling the court of public opinion on a global stage. The internet went insane at the rumors. One fan tweeted, "If Chrisean goes on TV with receipts, his feud is over. Jaidyn can't recover from that." Another posted, "Blueface better hide." Both his baby mamas about to expose him in 4K. Meanwhile, Jaidyn's camp has gone quiet. No lives, no tweets, nothing. And that's silence. It only fueled the speculation. Some fans say she's scared. Others claim she's preparing her own counterattack. But here's the chilling cliffhanger. An alleged insider close to Jaidyn told a gossip page she's not done either. She's holding something that could ruin Chrisean completely. Both of them are sitting on bombs. Whoever drops first wins. So now the world waits. Two women armed with receipts. A man caught in the middle. A child whose name is being dragged through headlines. And an industry holding its breath. Will Chrisean strike first with her folder of evidence? Will Jaidyn beat her to the punch with recordings that question her motherhood? Or will Blueface, the chaotic center of it all, throw his own grenade into the mix to keep the spotlight on himself? Tick-tock dot. And that's where we stand, two women locked in a receipts war. Both sitting on nuclear-level evidence, both daring the other to strike first. Chrisean Rock has warned Jaidyn Alexis, the internet is buzzing, and now the entire world is waiting to see who pulls the trigger. So let's talk about it. Whose side are you on? Do you believe Jaidyn Alexis crossed the line by clowning Chrisean publicly? Mocking her struggles as a mother and hinting she's got recordings ready to expose her? Or do you think Jaidyn is simply telling the truth that others are too scared to say? And what about Chrisean's warning? Was it a raw, emotional cry from a mother protecting her child? Or a calculated threat with a folder full of receipts that could burn Jaidyn's entire image to the ground? I want you to sound off in the comments, not just Team Chrisean or Team Jaidyn. Tell me, WHY, what do you think is inside these alleged folders of evidence? Screenshots? Videos? Voice notes? Something so dark it could flip the entire industry. And let's not forget the wild card, Blueface. If he jumps into this war with his own receipts, or worse, sides with one of them, how will that change everything? Smash that like button if you think this feud is about to explode even further. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications, 'cause when the next bombshell drops, and it will, you'll want to be the first to hear it. This isn't just messy gossip. This is betrayal, revenge, and survival playing out in real time. And trust me, the next chapter, it's going to be uglier than anything we've seen yet.